podcast. Here is your host, Dean Masich.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Hashtag Kangaroos podcast. I'm Dean Vassy. You can find me on X at Hashtag Kangas, Instagram Hashtag Kangaroos podcast. So it's another big weekend for the football club with both the men's and women's teams in action again. And I've got two fantastic guests joining me again today, Claire Cozzi and Jacinta. Claire has just come from the Bowls Club, so she is on fire. Girls, thanks so much for coming on. Always great having you both on a show. We've got plenty to go through as the men's team will close out their season out on Sunday afternoon against the Sydney Swans at the SCG. It's been a pretty interesting finish to the year for North Melbourne. We've had a fantastic 23-point win over the Bulldogs and a really encouraging performance against Geelong despite going down by 15 points last week. But girls, I want to start with the AFLW this week because what a way to begin the premiership defence. We demolished Geelong by 73 points to extend that incredible winning streak to 28 games. It was a really impressive performance from the reigning premiers. The forwards were firing, Blahin Bogue and Talia Randall kicking 3 goals each, and there were plenty of other contributors across the ground. Riddell, Garner had 70 possessions between them. Claire, let's start with you. What did you make of the game?
We may never lose again, Dean. And that's just grounded. That's grounded in data and facts. Like, that's not me being hyperbolic. That's being like, I can't see where the next. I mean, apart from maybe the D's, but yeah. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. The first quarter, what was it? They were up like 15 plays 14. Felt like we were kind of just getting into our groove. And I think the entire AFLW community was holding its breath thinking, okay, maybe they are beatable. Maybe we could do this. Maybe they're not as great as they are. And then the second quarter and the third quarter and the fourth quarter happened. And look, incredibly satisfying for us as North supporters. But yeah, it's a pretty big statement to make on round one, beating a decent, or what is supposed to be a decent side, maybe a top 8 side, by 70 odd points. So, I mean, I'm stoked. I think the flag unfurling was incredible. It was really great to see quite a few supporters with the crossover of the men's there. I thought that was a really good win. Incredible performances. I'm loving AGM. I think she's on the wing now that obviously Taylor Gatt's out for a couple of weeks and Amy Smith, she could really cement that spot, which is really good for her. But classy performance from everyone. Tripodi with that little soccer kick. Blahin Bogue, like you said. Jazzy kicked her 100th, which we love. They're just the most professional outfit in the league by, 100 miles. So we may never lose again, Dean, and I like it that way.
No, it's not looking likely. Now, Jacinta, I haven't seen a debut like this in a long time, but Claire Marnie was pretty much playing like Harris Andrews. It just goes to show we've found another one, we've developed another one, and she looks like she's going to be a player, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about these things because there's some teams crying out for just one good defender and we're just picking them out of everywhere. So that would be quite distressing for a lot of teams. But she was really good. She had a couple moments where I thought, oh no, just a couple turnovers, but she was in the air really clean, intercepting really clean. I think she has probably really made Tessa Boyd's life even harder than it already was, to be honest. I think she might be in there for at least the first half of the year until they maybe try and flick things around or if she drops off a bit. But for now, she looks like another gun defender just to add to the list.
I suppose you got Flash Bresnahan. It's probably still a few weeks away.
That's true.
Probably gives a little bit of competition to that spot. But geez, it's going to be hard to get her out of the team after a debut like that. Silky skills, read the ball in the air. I think she had like 9 intercepts for the game. It was a team high, and yeah, really looks like a player. Claire, it felt like pretty much it has for the last couple of years, and Ferg, 89% disposal efficiency. Jasmine Garner just running the midfield, doing whatever they like. But it's also good. You can just add in Amia King, to the
Yeah.
team. 21 possessions back after missing the last 6 weeks of last year. And she doesn't look like she's lost a step. If anything, she looks just as hungry as she probably did going into the first half of last year.
Oh yeah, she's ready to go. I think she's filthy that she missed out on the 2P and the back-to-back. So I think, yeah, like I said, did I say I predict like someone other than Garner and Riddell winning the best of fairest? I think she probably wasn't because she didn't kick a goal. Or did she? No, did she kick a goal? I feel like maybe she did actually. There were so many
I think
goals.
she kicked
It
one.
was like,
I'm sure she
yeah,
kicked one.
I think on the run, I think she did. Hang on, I'm just gonna have a look because
Yeah,
I think in terms of votes, I think it definitely helps when you get high disposal rates and also hit the scoreboard, which we know that Ghana has done in the
she didn't kick a
past.
goal. No, she didn't.
She did. No, she didn't. Yeah. Oh, I think. Yeah.
No, she got
her-
smothered. So, didn't she have a snap and she got smothered?
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right.
Blaine
Ended up a goal
Yeah.
anyway,
Yes,
so-
yes, it was an assist in the end.
Yes. Score involvement. Score
Yeah.
involvement. Mia King.
That's it.
Yeah. It's sort of like feasting out on like the best buffet in the world, isn't it? Watching these girls play because you're sort of like you said with Claire, like up, she's confident in the air. You can tell she comes from the school of Libby Birch and Jess Ferguson, and even training with that standard would just sort of be. If you're training with back-to-back premiers, you are in the best development program in the world, and so yeah, it's incredible to see. I think when people keep on saying, "Oh yeah, how to North keep plucking these guys from nowhere," I'm like, it's because they gave Blahan Bogue a year to develop, and they put her on the sidelines and said, "Look, we're going to develop. You're going to do the right things." Croft goes to her, in the park and works on craft and things like that to help them. So I just think their commitment to the development of their young players is just the best in league by far, and hence why we've been able to do it. Like, you think about AGM, she came over, 2 years ago and could barely bounce a ball and kick it. And same with, I don't know whether you've seen Vicky Wall's sister, Sarah Wall. She's got they're kicking the ball. It's not pretty to watch, but you can tell in like 18 months' time, they're investing in the idea with her and being like, great, we know what you can be and we're going to give it a crack and we'll see you through and we'll develop you. Whereas in comparison, I just don't think other clubs are doing it. They don't take it as seriously as we do. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very happy. I think fresh, so I'll be very excited to get Flashback, and obviously Carney's back this week, which is exciting. But yeah, it's where we have an incredibly like depth and talent across our league and across our list. You kind of look around and you see other lists, and you're like, God, they would kill for our fringe players. Our fringe players, like someone put on Twitter the other day, Tess Craven would easily be the best player in any other AFLW club, but she ends up being maybe in our top 10 just because we got
maybe.
yeah, maybe like maybe in our top 10. But when she curled it on the boundary, you're like, not many players can do that. Not many AFLW players can have that
Not many
level of skill.
AFL men's players can
Yeah.
do it, Claire. So,
Yeah, agreed.
Bent it around beautifully.
Yeah, it's just the amount of talent. And then, like, obviously Randall signed up throughout the week, which is great. My sources tell me that Blaine Bogue's going to sign up again, despite the incredible offers of money that she would get. It's like, yeah, you reap what you sow. You're going to get great players that sign on and want to commit to the club because they've committed to them. So I just think it's a really good testament to the program and the people that put in the hard yards for there. So pretty proud, I guess. That's a very big monologue, but I am 4 pints deep, so I apologise for that.
All good, Claire. Yes, we'll talk more about the Sydney Swans soon anyway, Claire. So I know you want to get things off your chest there. That's what you're talking a little bit about. But we want to focus on AFLW. So, yeah, Joe Ganchi came in the chat and he said, I can't see Flash coming in unless there is an injury. It's going to be interesting, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of depth like we just talked about. And Kevin Hawthorne, all the way from Lakeland, Florida, said good morning. So it's nice and early over in Lakeland, Florida. But Jacinda, there's not much else you can bring up. I mean, it's just the regulars like Isla Shearer, 19 possessions, 9 tackles. Tess Craven probably going to take her game to another level this year again. 20 possessions, 388 metres gained, 2 goals from the wing. Blahy and Bogue, 3 goals. Kate Sheila was playing a bit of everywhere in the back line, a little bit up forward as well. Eliza Shannon doing her thing in the back half. Elisa O'Loughlin just chips in with 2 goals. Bella Eddie chips in with a goal. I mean, there's not much else to bring up, is there, really?
No, it's just kind of rinse and repeat, isn't it? They're
Pretty much.
the stars star, and I guess everyone else does their job. It's quite unreal. I mean, I really, really loved O'Shea's game. I thought she just ran everyone off their legs. She had so much run, especially at Marvel, and that is really the place for her to be playing football, I reckon. And even Bogue, like the thing that I couldn't get my head around was the amount of times Bogue and Vicky Wall, even Randall, had the whole forward 50 to run into. Like the amount of time the ball just got kicked over their head and they just ran onto it. I couldn't believe that. I mean, it could be obviously the way we move the ball, but Geelong's system could not keep up with it at all. I thought maybe once or twice, okay, fair, but then it just kept happening. It was insane. So I think Marvel did them a lot of good. I think it really shows off a lot of the speed, but again, Dean, there's not really much else to say. I mean, you can't stop. You can't stop 15, 16 guns. So I guess it's Geelong probably did the best that they could, to be honest with you.
The coach has got a long way to go with coming up with a better system than what they show. But look, they're just as likely to win the next 5 games because we're that far ahead of anyone else at the moment. So they don't know. They might not get a better gauge of where they are until the next few weeks. But look, they're quite good for a good quarter and a half. And I guess, Claire, you can be quite good for a quarter and a half in your level with us. But we'll just put on, go into second gear for 10 minutes, kick 4 goals, and it just blows the game open. And it's pretty much, trying to contain or minimise the damage almost, it feels like, with some teams.
Yeah, I think someone put up a stat that was like, I think we kicked 39 points in the third, which is the highest amount that's been kicked in AFLW. So what's that, like 6 goals, 3? I didn't realise, because we obviously beat Freo by 100 odd over there. So
last year.
I thought we would have kicked more than that, but obviously not if we've kicked 6-3 in a quarter. They'll punish you. They'll punish you on turnover. I think I watched Mick Stinier's press conference because I found it interesting. Obviously, he's come from Melbourne, where they nearly had us in a prelim to Geelong, where I think he's got a decent midfield with Pressburgos, McDonald and Morrison. I think the back line, forward line, Parry and a couple others, look, they've got some missing pieces, but I thought they'd do a lot better than what they did. And he kind of said, North will make you pay on turnover. And they run and they carry the ball so well that they just cleaned us up in that area. And they really put you under so much pressure with the ball use. Whereas, like you just said, I felt like as soon as we had the ball, we had so much time for decision making, and even like the amount of times that we scored and we just soccered the ball in. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, I just didn't really understand that sort of thing as well. So Marvel definitely helped with putting speed on the ball as well, with the lack of conditions. Obviously, under the lid was really good for us. And I agree with you, Dean. I do think Geelong are probably a top 6, maybe top 8 teams, so it'll just unravel to see how their season goes and how they bounce back. But God, it really is pretty damning between us and what's next. Like, I watched the Hawks and the D's game a little bit, and I mean, Mia Austin with her 4 goals was decent, and they did some good stuff, but nothing that what we can do. Like. And that's not even being
I'm not
biased.
worried about him.
No, I'm not. And I wasn't, like, the prelim I was worried about D's. I was like, oh, wow, this is 3/4 time, and it could kind of go anywhere at this stage. Like, and then we just kind of shifted into gear. But, it almost seems like, to me, obviously it's round 1, but it almost seems like it's actually widening. It's not closing. Would you guys say that would that be a fair thing to say, that the gap between us and the rest is kind of, even like Adelaide are done now. Adelaide, they're cooked. Like their legacy's over now. You can't lose a game on your home deck to Swans. Like, I don't mind Swans, but they're not a top. Swans are like maybe just top 8. Like, so Adelaide are done.
I don't mind the Swans women's program. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Specifically the
Yeah.
women.
specifically, but like, the Swans women's program are all gas, no brakes. They don't have a backline. You
Yeah,
can score
yeah.
very heavily. They've got no backline. They'll get you on the offensive, especially in the small grounds that they play in up there. But I don't think flags win defense. Like defenses win flags, in my opinion. So I just think that was a real nail in the coffin for Adelaide, that game. I watched a bit and I listened to a bit on the radio on the way home. I don't know. I think they're done. I think Brizzy obviously on the weekend will be interesting because we've got them. Melbourne, I'm not sure. But like I said, I think that the gap between us and the rest of the competition. I mean, Carlton were not bad. Credit where credit's due, but they played Saints. They played no one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they played witches' hats. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think the gap's widening, or do you think
We're getting better, and the other teams are probably either staying the same or getting worse, like you sort of mentioned. The Adelaide Crows. They've had players retire. They got rid of Hatchard. It was probably done last year anyway.
Yeah.
They got a good deal for her, and once you do that, you're probably thinking, oh, they're looking at the future anyway. They're trying to build the next great team. They've got a new coach as well, so that's going to take a bit of time. But Jacinta, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just think the other teams are just stalling. I think they've just kind of like hit a wall and they just can't get any better than they have been over the past couple of years. To me, that's what it looks like. But yeah, you're right. Adelaide have slowed down and they literally look like they ran out of legs in that last quarter. So I think that they're obviously done. But yeah, I think Melbourne's probably the only team that could maybe push us. But again, they don't have that same coach. So maybe structurally they will lose the plot a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, look, they've lost a couple of players too, so pretty.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they've lost a couple of decent players. So, look, we'll just take it 1 week at a time, Claire, and go from there. And we head up to Brighton Homes Arena on Saturday night to take on Brisbane Lions in what is essentially a rematch of the last two grand finals. Lions will be playing at home and will obviously be desperate to make a statement against the reigning premiers. I don't think it's going to happen, but they can try. The game is scheduled for 7:15 p.m. Saturday night. So we'll go to team changes, Claire. Just the one change. Are you a little bit surprised Emma King has been omitted? But I guess it just shows the depth of the club at the moment that, we can afford to drop, former All-Australian and, has done a lot of good things for North Melbourne. We can afford to just put her on a pine for the next couple of weeks, possibly. And while we just get one of the great goats of the AFLW program, just to come in and rack up a few touches on the half-back flank.
Yeah, Emma Carney, come on down. 8 times All-Australian, 3 times Premiership player. Do you have enough time to fit in playing the half-back for us at Brighton Homes? No, pretty handy with the depth coming in. I think she eyed this off. I think she would have loved round 1, but I think she eyed this off and basically put a gun to Crocker's head and said, I'm not missing this game against the Lions. So it'll be interesting. I don't know, maybe King carrying something, maybe she's not, maybe they're looking to go a bit a bit smaller, get Rennie to ruck most of the time and then put Sheila, forward. I'm not sure, but I mean, I trust the guy that's won 28 in a row. I think he's a fairly trustworthy guy. I know Ellie Anderson's out, their prime midfield mover, and obviously Dirty Dakota got a week, probably could have got more, but
she should have got 3 if you're going by Van Rooyen, which is the same incident. That's 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think 2 would have been okay.
I know it's a short season, but it's the same incident though.
Yeah, I agree. No, I understand. I totally understand where you're coming from. I think it was. I don't. I wouldn't say Dakota's a well liked and a well respected player within the AFLW. So, anyway, I think Brisbane will come out with a bit fiery in the first quarter, but they're all fart no shit. Like they're all, as we saw in the last 2 grand finals, they just, like who's that Dawes character that just rattles on and yaps her mouth off, and you're like, okay, that's great. You kicked the first goal of the grand final. What about the next 10, babe? I just
think she takes the same things as those Swans players.
Well,
the way she carries on.
The carry on is crazy. The carry on for not doing a lot is crazy. She tackled someone or smothered something and thought she was God's gift to the world. I said, Ferguson does that in her sleep. Like, it to me, it just shows the difference between what the 1%ers that teammates get around and be like, yeah, good on you. Like, you did a smother, you did this, great. You contributed to the team, to kind of like the main character energy that she thinks she has. So, it'll be interesting. I still think they've got some stars. Like, I really like Hodder. I think if they put her in the middle, she can be very dangerous. She's the one that worries me the most. Conway had a decent All Australian game, so she could be handy on the wing, especially the fact that we have kind of Craven and AGM now, so we don't have maybe Gat to follow her as much. But pound for pound, we've got them pretty much covered. The only advantage is, I guess, that they've got us up at Brighton Homes, which is their backyard. But, they'll come out in the first quarter fiery, and maybe Shannon will give away another 100-metre penalty and she'll can have the easiest goal of her life. I think we've got them covered. What do you guys think? Do you think it's notch another win in the book?
I'll let you go, Justina.
Yeah, I think it's another notch. I think it's another notch. I do. Yeah, that's it. I think the Lions will be like Geelong and they'll have a good start. I mean, they started well against Essendon. Kick 8-9 goals in that first half, I think it was. So, and then it was like 50-50 after that. So I think they'll probably use up all their gas in that first and second quarter, and then they'll be overcooked, and that will be it. I think good night.
Joe Ganchi's come in the chat, and he said, I can't help but feel everyone wants us to lose, including the umpires, judging by some of these calls or non-calls. We need to celebrate the girls because it will come to an end. Well, all good things come to an end, but I don't think it's going to come to an end anytime soon there, Joe. And he said, you can't not pick Emma Kay. Well, we just did. Joe, so that's reality. I'm sorry, Joe. I don't mean to offend you, but that's what's happened. Look. It should be a comfortable win, and that's not anything against Brisbane. I just think, I don't think there's a team within 5 goals of us at the moment. Look, maybe Carlton might be the little bit of a dark horse, but even them, I think we could have them covered quite comfortably at this stage. But you never know. It's a long season. Anything can happen. We were 1 quarter away in the prelim last year from losing a game. So, things can happen when we thought we were untouchable and unbeatable. But, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But, Claire, what's your prediction for this game? Are you expecting a quite comfortable victory? It sounds like you are.
Yeah, a little bit. I'd say 25 plus. I just think that brain beats brawn. I think most of the time, I think that's what North have. They have the brains, they have the logic, they have the talent. And ultimately, you can come out firing and punching, but you'll tire out. And I think that's what will happen. They'll be amped for the first quarter, maybe quarter and a bit. And then the logistical systems that are set in place that makes us a superior team will sort of fall into place. So, I'm going a 25-plus victory, a professional sort of day out. Just sort of maybe in the first quarter or so you get a bit like, oh, what's happening, until it kind of just unravels. But that being said, you never know. We've got, obviously, players like Gatt out, Smith out. Trying to think, obviously Kingy rested
Flash.
for Carney.
Flash.
Flash. But you look at, my biggest thing is that you look at our forward line and you think, with Blahenberg, Randall, Sheila, Jazz Garner kicking a few in the midfield, helping out, maybe a Bella Eddy or Alistair Lachlan, it's like, that's like 10 plus goals. Easy, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not even being arrogant. Like, that's 10 plus goals.
You've actually gone unders.
Yeah, probably. I probably have gone unders, right? So, like,
generous.
any team, I am being generous. It's probably, more. So, like, 10 plus goals, any team is going to have to kick against us. And I just don't see any team with the defense that we have and the system in place. I just don't see that happening. Like, I honestly think that Geelong were lucky to kick what they did. They kind of got us early with 2 goals, and then kicked another 2 goals for the rest of the match with a couple of points. That's it. Like, yeah, I think 25 points plus if we're being conservative, and maybe we feel a little bit of a back and forth in the first quarter, and then it eventually logistically we're good to go. That's what I think is going to happen. What about you guys?
Jacinta, you go ahead.
Yeah, I think we've probably got maybe like a 38-point win, I think. I mean, I know Davidson never plays well against us anyway, but, I mean, you take her out and there's already 2-3 goals gone from them. So I just, like you said, Claire, I don't see them scoring enough to get close, to be honest with you. Yeah, probably down. They'll probably lose. Oh, yeah, North will probably win by about 6 or 7 goals, I reckon.
Yeah, I think 30 points. That's probably been generous as well. Probably showing a little bit of respect to the Brisbane Lions, but look, I can't see anyone beating us, and I certainly can't see Brisbane doing it over us over the weekend. So it will be a 2-0 start, you would have to think. But let's transition. We'll obviously cover more of the AFLW over the next few weeks, but we'll obviously transition into the final game for the men's team coming up this Sunday. The Swans team have been it's been a pretty quiet weekend in news for the Swans team. So unfortunately, they've had a few club suspensions here. Claire, do you know anything about this?
No, I do not, Dean. Look.
Are they resting players for because they're not taking us seriously, Claire?
Well, yeah. I mean, I said to you guys off air, this happened with Rankin as well, and the homophobic slur when towards the end of the season. This time last year, and look, we all agree it's disgusting what happened at the Swans. It's disgraceful. So many jokes that we make on air is more us just sort of being lighthearted about a very serious situation. But it's disgusting. It's, I don't know, or who knows what the fate of what those guys, I guess, their destiny lands. But I'd like to see us finish the season really well. I think, obviously, the first quarter against the Cats was incredible. Like, I didn't realise that we could play that style of footy. That was incredible. And then the second quarter, I was like, oh, there's a reality check. But I think it's important if we put aside and we put away the discourse that's happened to the Swans this weekend. I think it's important for the supporters to finish off the weekend, the season rather, with the gusto of probably what we've had against the Doggies game and what we've had against Geelong. And it'd be good to get a win. It's hard to win at the SCG. It's hard to win against the Swans. So, whether or not they've been galvanised, whether or not what has happened between, in their club rooms versus what ours, it would be really good to see us end on a high for the season. Obviously, Sheasel's out with the big shiner, so that's pretty big. That's a pretty big loss to us. I think they floated Goda, McDonald, Bailey Scott, and Ollie Griffin. So that's a weird mix. Like, you got a debutant versus Luke McDonald. I don't know what that is about. Do you reckon they give Bailey Scott a last kind of go?
A farewell game?
Oh, come on, please.
Yeah.
Please, no.
What, Luke McDonald, we're not shorted, there's no defenders, as in, obviously, Sheasel's like a mid-forward in terms of replacement. And then, so we've got Luke McDonald. I'm just dragging this up now. Does anyone have the team in front of them? I'm just trying to.
I do. Hang on a sec, Claire. I'll get it up for you in a second. So, on the bench, because it's extended bench, we've got Bailey Scott, Luke McDonald, Will Dawson, Griffin Logue, Jack Darling, Josh Goda, Tom Myers, Ollie Griffin.
Right.
I think Goda should come in for Griffin Logue.
Love that.
Yeah, and Ollie Griffin should come in for Sheasel if it's like for like, because Harry Sheasel was playing a little bit inside the forward 50. I don't think they will, because they usually announce debuts early in the week.
Yeah.
So that's what worries me. So it probably will be Bailey Scott, Jacinta.
Oh, don't say that to me, Dean, because you know what? Just as I was thinking, maybe this will finally beat the Swans, I remembered that Charlie Curnow will actually play against us this week, and that is always a problem. The Good Friday or Bad Friday flashbacks. They really just hit me. And then I just think, well, that's probably going to be a Logue job. So Kerno won't even see him. So that's a problem. So maybe we should actually bring in another defender and just double team him. I don't know. He really worries me. He worries me so bad after all those times he's killed us at Carlton.
But like, if you think about,
Go
oh,
on.
sorry, dude. No, you go.
No, you go ahead, mate. You go.
I was just gonna say, like, Warner and Heaney combined for at least 5 goals each, right?
Yeah,
like,
Heaney killed us last time.
Yeah, like I think, yeah, Blakey with the transition play as well, obviously for the back.
Yeah, he killed us last time too.
100%. So, and you guys, we got within an inch. Like, it was 8 points in Marvel and 8. Oh no, not round 8. We played them. It was 97 plays, 105.
Yeah, it
We
was
kicked
wild,
14-13. Yeah, we kicked 14-13 and they kicked 16-9. So they were just more accurate than us at the end of the day, like in terms of stats. So, I would like to see us win. I think it'd be great. It's such a weird week to make a prediction about this game because of all the external noise. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen from their club rooms and what. Funnily enough, if you had said, before this all happened, I would have been like, oh yeah, North will win because they'll rest all their players because they're a top 2 spot. So who cares? They won't really, like, it won't matter that much the last amount of the game rest and we'll beat them. Now it's sort of like up in the air, like what's going to happen. But yeah, I feel like their outs means that do you guys feel like we should win? What do you guys feel like?
Yeah, well, we're favourites to win, according to Sportsbet. So we should. They got no midfield, Claire. It's been stripped away. They got.
Gordon and Rowbottom.
Rowbottom doesn't send shivers down your spine.
No.
Gordon does though.
Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, he does. And they've got Angus Sheldrick as the other midfielder named, and then they've got a bunch of unknowns on the bench. So there's no depth through that midfield. That's where we should be able to get him. You got LDU, Wardlaw, Simpkin. Simpkin was outstanding last week in that first quarter. Finn O'Sullivan. Yeah. We should smash him in the midfield. The only thing they've got is Grundy over Sherry, but outside of that, there's and they've got Papley. Small forwards, we still struggle with that a little bit, but we still should dominate enough the midfield where we should have enough game in the forward half, and that should be good enough. And the forward line's still pretty good. Yeah, Paul Curtis, Larky, Trembar.
Oh yeah.
Charlie Spargo,
in career best form. Yeah, Charlie Spargo. You know what? Every time he kicks a goal or whatever, I think about the difference between. I've got to put it in the group chat. His Twitter account has him like, oh, Northland Food Court, actually pretty good. I think about that tweet all the time. It's just the most random tweet of all time. And then I think when he pulls off like a chip kick inside the corridor that no one else could do, I'm like, God, he's a goat. I love Spar goat. And then when I think about when he's, turned it over in the middle and it's a goal, I think about that Northland tweet in the food court. Just like, the duality of man. Inside us are 2 wolves. One wolf is the Northland food court, and the other is, Spargo turning around and hitting like the most impossible kick inside 50. So, I mean, look, he's kind of fun for banter. He's kind of fun. Like, I don't know. It's, I miss our funny little weird dudes. Like, I loved Eddie Ford. I thought he was a character. Remember when he flipped the finger off at the D supporters that game? I loved it.
Was it Viney? Jack Viney as well.
Yeah. And I loved bloody Finbar Mealy. He was fun.
Oh yeah, I loved Finbar.
Yeah, I think it's good to have characters around the club, and I think Spargo is a bit of a spade. So, and I think he's kicked out Costanti from that role, that kind of high pressure forward, I guess, or whatever that is. So Taylor, Mrs. Gatt's ex, is not in the team anymore. So, I'm feeling very nervous about this game because we should win. Everyone will say we should win, and then if we don't, we'll feel like shit. So I don't know. I'm also feeling a bit weird watching men's football at the moment. Like, the W is so wholesome and I can easily watch that, but Ever since the kind of the incident that all fell apart, I'm sort of like, I wouldn't mind stepping away from footy for a bit. Like, I'm kind of glad I'll watch this game, the game for the men's, and then maybe I'll watch the grand final. I kind of got not much interest in the final series because of what has happened. And like everyone's each their own, but I don't know. It just feels a bit kind of gross, I guess. But I don't know.
I mean, it has happened in the women's cricket team too, Claire. Not so much
Oh.
to the extent. Yeah, that was big news as well. With
That
what
was
happened.
bad. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah. And like, look, these things happen in professional sport.
Look, that's completely different, and this is this is a lot worse than that.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a pretty bad thing too. Yeah, I'm not disparaging.
Yeah. Cheating on your partner and those are things. It's horrible and it's unprofessional as well. It's no good and it does leave a really bad taste in your mouth because it's sort of like, yeah, well, do I want to support or do I want to watch this? I guess so. Anyway, look, North versus Sydney. Hopefully, we get the job done. Hopefully, George Wardlaw has a really good end of the season. Trembath. I saw that Sheasel, Trembath, and McKercher had gotten to the under-22 squad.
So it should.
Yeah, is that who? How do people decide on that? Is that voted in?
I'd say it's pretty much just the normal people that do Australian teams and things like that. So
okay.
I'm sure it's. I don't know who the judges are, but I'm sure it's just similar sort of process to that. But
do you reckon McKercher's a little bit lucky? Like, I don't know. Like, I like him, and I think he's got great potential, but I don't know. Is he got a bit lucky there, or
I think George is unlucky. Wardlaw didn't get in, did he?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So I
don't think
that's
too many injuries. I think so.
Yeah,
I'd put him.
I think he's. Oh, he's a gun. Yeah, 100%. Like, who wouldn't want him playing for your team, right? Like, I love him. If we, like I said, if we can get him fit and playing 20 out of the whatever matches, Paul Curtis doesn't do something stupid and Larky kicks 5 again. Like, Larky was on fire against Geelong.
Yeah,
he was back. He's back. He's not come back at the right time of the season. I would prefer round 2 or round 3, but I think remember when he just turned on the dime, kind of kicked it from about 45 on that angle on the run. And I'm like, God, he's up and about. He's ready to go. No, he just pinged it.
It went straight through the middle. So
I guess that's the mental game behind it as well, isn't it? Like, it's crazy, the mental game. But yeah, so you guys feeling confident this weekend? How are you guys feeling?
I'm not confident. I'm very hopeful, but I'm not confident. I just feel like maybe these Swans players are now thinking, oh, now we've actually got a chance to get into this finals team. Maybe they'll actually try and prove themselves. But I'm really hoping that they're just so cooked and knackered after this week that they're just like, don't even care about footy anymore. That's ideal. But then, we also need the North boys to show up and care and not think, oh, well, no Heaney, no Warner, we're good now. Because I know sometimes that our midfield randomly gets beaten, like it randomly gets slogged. Like against Hawthorn, we should not have gotten belted out of the clearances like that. So I just hope that they show up awake, especially without Sheasel to kind of boss them around a little bit. I'm guessing Simpkin will be back in the middle to try and dictate things a little bit. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm not confident at all.
Yeah, similar to you. I'm never confident. Not as confident as I am with the women's team, but I still think we'll get the job done. I think we'll want to finish off the year well. Clarkson is probably feeling the pressure, especially if we do lose. Then there's going to be questions raised about that as well. But I'm confident just with how we've played pretty well over the last couple of weeks as well. And if we bring that like we did last week, we will smash it, the Swans, and we'll beat it by quite comfortably, which would be good to see. But Jacinta, I wanted to get your thoughts on Zach Bench. Starting to get some games in. It doesn't look like a bad small forward, does he? I know we've talked up Charlie Spargo, but this guy might be a bit of an upgrade on Charlie Spargo. He's got good forward craft.
I will be so happy, but I did not see it. I'm still like, I don't know, I'm not completely sold on him, but he has had a really good couple of weeks. So he's an upgrade, so we'll take it. But yeah, I really, from the moment like I saw him last year, I just thought, oh, this guy's not going to be it. Like, he just isn't. but he's coming good. I think he's worked out the pace of the game and he's found the right spots to be in. So I think I'm just glad that somebody's finally taken that spot, because I reckon the Charlie Spargo role, which is also the Costanti role, is honestly the best role in football if you play for North Melbourne, because all you need to do is run around that half forward and lay 3 or 4 tackles and you're in. You're in forever. So, but I think
Most of
Bench
the
is
time
in.
they don't do that, Jacinta.
I know. So where is the bar? At 1 tackle, maybe. I don't know. But Bench is in that other spot where we actually expect a little bit more. So, but no, he's definitely living up to expectations. I hope that he keeps going the way he is, because everyone knows we really need that role filled.
No, we definitely have been crying out for one, and he's probably the one that's shown the most out of anyone we've had in the last 4 or 5 years, to be honest with you. He actually looks like he's got really good forward craft. He's getting forward, front and square to a lot of contests, which is all you can ask for a small forward. He does look small out on the football field. I do agree with you there, but he's making up for his size, and he's got a big heart by the looks of it. And yeah, he is.
Yeah.
It's important to get continuity in games. You get injuries. I was talking to Shauna McGalligan yesterday, and she had a few injuries. Not her last season, her second last season in under 18s, I believe, for the Calder Cannons, and it really hurt her finding form and finding rhythm. And then last year, obviously, didn't get any injuries and was picked up in the AFLW. So it is very important that you do get continuity, and it gives you a bit of confidence. And he'll definitely get another year or two as far as contracts go, which is good to see. But Claire, I didn't get your prediction for this game. What's your prediction?
North by 19 points.
Okay,
Is my prediction.
that's actually good confidence. That's pretty good.
Well, I never think
Even
that they
without
can put.
Cheezel?
Well, yeah, that's my issue. I think Sheasel's huge, but I also think Warner, Heaney, and Blakey and all them are pretty big outs as well. So I think Simpkin will relish the opportunity to go to set bounces, chuck Paul Curtis in there. I've just even looked at the team lineup, and it looks like Zerha's lining up as a forward. I mean, whether he does or not will be
That's not
interesting.
going to happen. I would look at that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I wouldn't look at that either. But then I'm also thinking, is that why, though, they've chucked him forward so they can put Goda in as a back? Like, I don't know. Look, who knows? I just don't believe North can truly, at this point, put teams away. So 19 points for them is good. Like, it's them consolidating. Yeah, I think, they'll go out on a high. They'll bash together maybe like 6 or 7 goals in the first quarter, and then it'll seesaw a bit, and then they'll hold a healthy lead of maybe like 25, 26 points, and then 19 ideally at the last quarter and get the win. Am I confident? No. Am I hopeful? Yes. It feels weird. This game just feels very weird to me. I don't know how to feel about it. I really want to win. I think it'd be really deserved after a really good purple patch of footy. So hopefully we do, but it is North Melbourne men's, so you really never know.
Like I said, Claire, they've been good the last few weeks, so I'm going to back him in.
They
I'm
have.
going to back him in by 7 goals this week.
Oh,
But
wow.
only because we should have beaten them last time if it wasn't for dodgy
Yeah.
umpiring, which seems to be a common theme. I think we'll get him even more this time. 7 goals. Because I don't think a lot of our players like the Sydney players either. So they're going to be right up and about. I know a lot of them don't like Nick Blakey, even though he's not playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to really put a knife in their hearts, even more so than they've done to themselves. So, I'm very, very confident that we can finish off the year well, because based on who we're playing and what they've done as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm not going to finish this podcast without questions about the AFLW, Claire and Jacinta. So,
Of course. Well,
we may as well. I've got a few here. Now, Claire, you weren't very good last week, were you?
oh, mate.
Burgerlicious definition, make them
not
boys
good.
go
It was
loco.
not good for me. But that's okay. I'm on a redemption journey. this week. So
Yeah.
you get the first whack. I'll go Like, we can agree, obviously, but, you get the first dibs
All right,
considering you
sure.
did them last week.
Yeah, I did bail.
That's it. Fair enough too. Now, question 1, Jacinta. Who's the one player on the ground last week against Geelong that had 100% disposal efficiency on the ground? Was it A, Jasmine Ferguson, B, Libby Birch, or C, Ruby Tripodi?
Well, I think before you said that Fergs kicked it like 90% or something, 89, 90. So I'm going to cross her out.
Oh, you're paying attention. That's good.
I'm going to cross her out. I was listening. I didn't tune out of what you were saying. I reckon it was probably, let's go Tripodi, because the Birch seems obvious in a way. Okay, I'm going to go Tripodi.
What about you, Claire?
Yeah, Tripodi had a bit of it, but I was back in Libby. Libby has got pretty good ratio. So, yeah, Libby Birch is my lock. Thank you.
All right, so Jacinta, you were right. It was Tripodi.
Oh,
Yeah, wow.
That's huge.
Yeah,
How many times did she touch
She
it
only had
though?
7 possessions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I should have Googled that. That was dumb by me. Although
No
that's kind of
cheating.
cheating.
No
Yeah,
cheating.
no, that's cheating. Yeah, right. Tripodi only had 7. Was she doing soccer on goal? That's what I can't remember for. So she only had 7. I guess she's more of a in-under tackling kind of mid, isn't she? Not like a high disposal game player, is she?
She's a bit like George Wardlaw. Doesn't get much time on ground either.
True.
She's usually around 50, 60%. She actually got 72% last week.
Oh.
So I don't know what she was doing out there.
Running around, running patterns, making space. Yeah, right.
Playing a Charlie Spargo role, as Jacinta would say. So just
well, she's a lot more.
those tackles.
Two-ton premiership player. I reckon she's a lot more.
Yeah, I'd back her.
A lot more successful than Northland food court star.
Northland.
I'm gonna find the tweet for you guys. I'll figure it out. Hang
Please
on.
do.
Yeah, please do. I'm curious.
I'll send that over soon.
Yeah, sounds good. Put it in the group chat, Claire. Now, Claire, you can start this one. Who led the team in tackles inside 50 last week? Was it A, Vicky Wall, B, Talia Randall, or C, Tess Craven?
Ooh, tackles inside 50. Oh, I mean, gut always says Vicky Wall, right? Because it's Vicky Wall. So, but Randall, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do it by saying it's not Craven. No, Vicky, go with your gut. Go with your gut, Claire. Vicky Wall. I'm gonna lock in Vicky Wall, please.
Okay, Jacinta.
Oh, that's not a good reaction.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. I might be doing a poker face, Claire. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I'll take Randall just because she seemed to be around the ball a lot down there. So let's go Randall.
Well, Claire, you were right this time. It was
Oh,
Vicky
well
Wall.
done. Nice. That is good poker face, Jane. You do well in Vegas. Good on you.
I haven't played Texas Hold'em for a while, so yeah.
No, I can't do Texas Hold'em. I just like blackjack. Let's just get it done. Like, let's just
get the money out the
Texas
way.
Hold'em's too long.
Yeah, it does take too long. Yeah,
Well, exactly. Just take my money. Just take my money in a short amount of time, not this long, elongated 5 hours to wait. To be screwed over. But yeah, okay. I'm on the board. Jacinta 1v1. Nice.
All right, question 3. You can start this one, Jacinta. Who led the team in contested marks last week? Was it A, Kate Sheilor, B, Claire Marnie, or C, Eliza Shannon?
Oh, I'm glad that you're giving the options this year, so that makes it a little bit easier. Even though I'll still probably get it wrong. Let's just go with Marnie.
All right. What about you, Claire?
Yeah, I actually do think it's Marnie too. I think she got like some ridiculously good amount for her debutante game, so I'm going to go Marnie as well, to be honest. Not just couple. I genuinely think it's her.
Yeah, it was Claire Marnie. Well done, girls.
Oh,
That's
there we go.
really good. I think it was only a couple anyway, so
Oh.
yeah, it wasn't that many. It might have been 3, I think, or something like that. So anyways, we'll go to question 4. So a simple one, true or false? Claire, did Blahin Bogue get a hit out last week?
I mean, no, that's false. That is false. That is fake news.
Fake news.
Fake
all
news,
right.
Dean.
All right. Jacinta, what do you think of that?
It just seems too niche a stat to make up. So I'm going to say true.
Yeah, but he likes doing that. He
Yeah, I
does
know
make
he
these
does do
niche
that. That is true. That is really
It's-
true.
Yeah, that's why the questions are so hard. No, you go. You go true.
I'm
I'll
going
go false.
true. I'm going true.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
Well, Jacinta, it was false.
Oh,
Yes,
you
I
got
knew
me.
it.
You got me.
It gets you. It gets you this way. This is how you get it. Yeah.
Last question. I think you're up
Here we go.
3-1, aren't you, Claire? Is it 3 to 1?
Winning.
Yeah, well, sounds like me.
Oh, jeez. It didn't sound like you last week, Claire. You were
No,
humble.
mate.
Now
I
you
was
turn
having a
into
mare
Sydney
last
Swans
week.
player and thinking
Well,
you can do whatever you like.
that's exactly it. Yeah.
All right.
3-1.
All right, last one. Who got the most free kicks for last week in the game? So was it A, Jasmine Garner, B, Bella Eddy, or C, Elise O'Loughlin?
Oh, it has to be Elise. She got a free. She got the high tackle, to get that goal. So she's at least got one. So
Right.
There was a lot of free kicks last week, Claire. So
Yeah,
but you're going by what you remember.
I'm going by what I remember. Okay, guys. And when she scores a goal, I remember. Yeah. Nah, she's a little rat. She's such a tip rat. I'm going. Yeah, with Lachlan. I'm gonna. Cause gotta. Nah. Go with your gut. O'Loughlin, please. Locking that in.
All right. What about you, Jacinta?
I'm going to go Garner because I do think she copped a little bit off ball. So I'm going to go with her. I don't know if the umpires actually saw it, to be honest, but I'm going with Garner.
Well, they never see Jasmine Garner.
That's
the
true. That
problem.
is actually really true. Yeah, but
They
that's
never
true.
see it.
Oh,
All right, who we
Jacinta.
got then? Uh-oh.
I hate to say it, but you're wrong, and Claire, you were right.
Oh,
Elise
smashing!
O'Loughlin,
That's
full free kicks for the
smashing.
game.
You know what, kids? This is why you
Absolutely
should.
pantsings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why you should drink. You should drink so you can win random quizzes with your friends on a podcast.
Never give
Well,
up.
you're probably going to have another
Never
one after
give
this
up,
to
kids.
celebrate, Claire. So
Yeah, never give up, kids. You're always, just a couple of meters away from your first pints. No, huge. I expect that this quiz and maybe called the Claire Cosy quiz.
Wow. Wow.
Gee,
She's on
your-
one. I
your
told you.
ego
I
is-
told you. I'm won one
The
tonight.
head is wobbling for sure.
Oh, mate, I'm
mate.
acting like I've won the 3-peat.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
I've kicked 10 goals in the grand final in 2026. No, look, it's good. It feels good, Jacinta, because of last week it was quite demoralising. So this week I'm up and about. And of course it was O'Loughlin. She's the small forward we need in our men's team. She's such a tip rat. She's so you'd hate to play on her. One of my mates did play on her when she was playing at Richmond, and she's like, she's crazy. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, she's full blown crazy. She's like, yeah, but she's spacey and crazy. Like that combination. I was like, yeah, it's exactly what you want from a small forward. Like that is the energy that you want from a small forward. So hopefully she kicks a bag on the weekend. I can see that happening against the Lions.
No, definitely. Joe Ganchi came in the chat before. He mentioned Sophie Conway had a good game in the Australia versus Ireland match because she's kicking it to Randall. And I'd be
Yeah.
disappointed if we lose given all the outs Sydney have. Yeah, I think a few people would be disappointed if we did lose to Sydney.
Yeah.
But Claire, did you want to add anything else before your ego just completely gets out of control in the next 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's pushing outside the door at the moment, so I better wrap it up. No, look, obviously it's weird. The men's season goes for so long, and you have your ups and downs. Obviously, the Good Friday game, Dean and I shared the Gold Coast game together, which was quite nice, and
Yeah, it was.
the
good
doggy.
times.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and then obviously the doggies game and the first quarter against Geelong as well. So it's I've seen the growth. I know a lot of people are saying to me, same North. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a completely different North, I think, and in terms of the men's, we're a couple of really good ball users away, maybe a good key back, I think, from challenging for finals. But it felt like a lot of parts of this season felt very different to the past. Like the past felt like a lot of false starts and a lot of like, oh no, we're back, and then we'd lose by a lot the next 5 weeks. Whereas we got pantsed by Freo, and then obviously the Adelaide loss was a bit demoralising. But it seems like to me there is like the core and the essence of what we want to do for the next 5 years is there. So there's a lot of hope. It's hard to be a North supporter. It's very hard to be a North men's supporter. So, you know, bit of a shout out obviously to all the fans who stick fat, that go to the games, that show loyalty. I think it's, you know, we are small but we are mighty, and hopefully we can finish off the season really well with a bit of gusto, get a W against the Swannies, and then look to recruit maybe some key backs in the off season. But always proud to be a Shinboner, always really proud of the football club, and hopefully we can take that momentum into 2027 is the goal, Dino. So thanks for my monologue, and hopefully people haven't tuned out by now. But what a night. What a night.
I think I've tuned out, Claire, so sorry about that.
Yeah, valid.
No, I'm joking.
So
valid.
valid.
Claire.
Valid.
No,
Valid.
it's a bit like when
So
my wife starts talking, I'll just start tuning out, Claire, so you know how it is.
Fair enough, Dave. Fair enough.
All good. No, thanks. I'd rather follow North Melbourne than Sydney Swans right now. So, yeah, but look, you're right. They are taking steps at the moment, the men's program, and I think next year is the year they really, hopefully, can take a couple more steps and get into those finals without thinking about the top 10. So, yeah, there's definitely a platform that they're building at the moment. But Jacinta, any final words by yourself?
Not much. I just hope that no matter what happens on Sunday, whether we get belted or we win, I hope that people can still appreciate that we have improved this year. We have gone up by 4 or 5 wins. So, I just hope that whatever happens doesn't put a dampen on the whole season, and kind of what happened against once we lost to Collingwood and Hawthorn. Everyone said, well, this season's a shit show. But no, I just hope that whatever happens, we all see the light. I hope we all see the light at the end of the tunnel, because it is there. It's just, it comes and goes, but I do think it's there.
Yeah, it's just a bit dim at the moment, so just got to look really hard sometimes. But it's certainly getting there. But it'll be a good challenge this week. We don't have Harry Shoesel, so big challenge coming up. But Claire, thanks so much for coming on.
Always a pleasure, Dean. Hopefully we'll be at Arden Street soon, because we've obviously got Brizzy. What's our next home game?
Oh, that's a good question, Claire. I should bring it up now. I'll bring it up now while we're sort of
having a yarn.
I think the fixture. We've got the Bulldogs Saturday at Launceston in round 3.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we got St Kilda round 4, but that's away. That's at where's it? Like Moorabbin probably. Too far away. Round 5.
Way too far.
Are we ever going to play Arden Street against Carlton? So that'll be a good one on Sunday.
That'll be, okay. That's
Sunday,
a decent
13th of September. So
yeah, right. Oh, okay. That's a lock for me, I reckon. I'll wander down to that, because hopefully it's a good game. Like, hopefully Carlton can, get within 30, I guess.
And that makes it a good game.
Yeah, that would be a decent. Yeah, well, that'd be a decent game for them, to be honest. Like, I think we average 10 goal wins against them. So, bit frustrating. We've got to wait so long, but that's okay. I guess we had the nice double header, and then I think we got who we else got? Oh no, we got going to Port.
Then next one after that's round 8 against Sydney.
Yes, okay. And then we go to some weird places this year, though, because we're going up to Kazali Stadium up in Cairns, playing Hawthorn up there. What the hell? I don't really get that, but...
No, I don't understand that one. But there's only 12 rounds, but what can you do, I suppose?
Well, we're used to always playing 15, so...
Yeah, well, that's true. We'll get the 3 finals, yeah.
Yeah, two. What the prelim into? No, what's the one before the prelim?
Qualify.
Qualifying
Qualifying?
final. Yeah.
Qualifying, prelim, grand final. So add 3, 15 games a season for the
Yeah.
North Course. That's why all our girls end up playing more games than everyone, because they got to.
No, 100%. So,
They got it.
100%.
They rack them up.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
No.
Anyway, good chat, guys. I might go back to the pub and have a pint and celebrate.
No, sounds
with your
good,
head,
Claire.
go with your big head, go wobble over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? They can't wait. I'll be like, guys, just got off the podcast. Smash the quiz. They'll be like, yeah. All right, let's get shots.
Free
Tequila,
points for
everyone.
Claire.
100%. And
Do you have to work
as it
tomorrow,
should
Claire?
be. Yeah. No, I do not, Steve. I do not have to work tomorrow, which is huge. Very excited. So 3-day weekend for this girl. So she's pumped.
Awesome.
She's pumped. All right, fellas, I'm going to go. Hopefully North by 19. I'll put that tweet in the group chat. See you guys later.
No worries. Well, Claire's gone. She's left us before the show's finished. She's had enough, Jacinta.
She did well. She lasted an hour. She did well.
Yeah, she's gone. Well, quickly running to the pub by the looks of it. So, but good on her. God bless her. Jacinta, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And I'll probably chat to you next week.
No problem, Dean. Hopefully we get 2 wins this weekend.
Well, hopefully 3. VFLW, you've got a big game. against
Oh,
Collingwood
yes.
This week.
Yes, okay,
So-
let's go for 3.
Yeah, a few of the girls will be playing there. Abby Favell, Shauna McGalligan, Weston Turner, and so that'll be good to see how they go against a big game against the Pies. So try and get back into second spot after a bit of a hiccup last week. But that's it from me tonight. I'll be back on Sunday or Monday at this stage. I'm not too sure. We'll review the game against the Swans, and then I'll start doing some season reviews as well with other people. But until then, make sure enjoy your footy this weekend. Hopefully, like we said, the girls, the men's can all get wins. And, we can certainly finish the year off the high with the men's. But that's it from me. That's it from Jacinta. That's definitely it from Claire. She's gone. She's had enough. And, I'll be back later this week or next week. But that's it.